Welcome everybody back to Boost Emotion, guys, and today we're going to talk about the price trends for the Infiniti Q60 2017 and up. And is it a good time to buy and or even sell your Infiniti Q60? So let's jump into that, guys. First thing, shout out to my whole Boost Emotion family. Thank you guys for your support. I already know you hit the like button, and if you're new to the Boost Emotion channel, I'm Boost, and in this video we're going to talk about different analytics to see what's the best time to buy or sell your Infiniti Q60. Now, in my honest opinion, I think the Q60 is one of the best looking coupes on the road nowadays. I used to be an owner of a 2017 blue, Iridium blue, fully loaded Q60 3.0T Sport, and man, I love that car. And I really didn't give it enough love as it really deserved, but it ended up leaving and I ended up going to the Mercedes gang. But doesn't mean I don't want to be back in the VR30 gang. But anyways, guys, let's go jump into it. So the different analytics that we're looking through today are from Car Gurus. You can look at price trends. They pretty much take the retail prices of posted vehicles within the last 10 years and they put it on a graph for us. Very simple. Now, this isn't going to break down the Q60 based on trim levels, just based on the name Q60 and the retail prices. So we'll see some kind of price trends. So I want to be fair, some disclosure here. I'm going to rate this from 1105 2019 to 1105 2023. Anything in the middle of from 2020 to 2022 really doesn't matter. The reason why I'm going to say that is it matters in the sense that it affects the price, but understand this isn't the natural depreciation curve for vehicles. New cars never go up and then come down. They always go down in depreciation over time. That's just how it always is. So because we live in we had a day and age where interest rates were super low, for a lot of free money, a lot of stimulus, and inflate the market, and car shortages. That's why it affected us. So I want you guys to know that before the fact. All right. So let's start off with the 2017 Q60. Now, in the last 4 years, the average price of this car was retail selling for about, let's just go right here to the last date. Let's go to 12/21 2019, a little under $30,000. That means the 2017 was selling for about $30,000 2 years later. Okay, let's be fair here. Let's not pay attention to the middle of this because this is an inflated market, shortage, everything shut down. This affected us. Now, another analytic that I want to drop to you is, I would say early 2022 is when interest rates started going up. Okay, that's when they started raising the interest rates because of inflation concerns and everything like that, right? So notice that the price trend started going down relatively fast, and right around here now we are. Let's go to the 31st, Halloween. The average price of an Infiniti 2017 Q50 is 25.8. Now, if you add that into 4 years, that means that the price of this car only went down about $4,000 in 4 years. That is absolutely asinine. That's not true. Because of all this stuff in the middle, this increased average price, which is highly inflated, car prices are always going to lag based on interest rates, right? The higher they raise the interest rates, it's going to lag because it's going to take the average buyer to know that they can't afford the car and less people are going to end up buying it. So the prices start going down. And that's what happened here. People have less money and the car prices have to naturally go down. So you guys are going to ask me, well, Boost, what, do you think I should buy a 2017 for $25,000? I'm going to say absolutely no. This could all depend on the trim level of the vehicle. This could be a red sport. It'll be dependent on mileage, accidents, depending on how much owners you have. If you go on Car Gurus right now or any other, if you go on any Car Gurus or any other search engine for vehicles, you're going to notice that there's going to be Infiniti Q60s, low 20s, and even high teens, and they're going to be a 3.0T. You're going to see 2.0Ts in the teens. So I would just say user discretion. If you want a clean title, very low mileage Q60, I would say $25,000. And I'm talking about like a 3.0T Sport or a red Sport. But I'm talking about low mileage. I'm talking about like 25, 30, 35,000 miles. But if it's anything above that 50, 60,000 mile territory, and it's like a regular 3.0T, you should be aiming very low 20s or maybe even high teens. And if you're talking about higher mileage with accidents, you should be in high teens, period. This car has been out for almost 7 years now. So that's it. We're not doing that anymore. Don't let these dealers, the dealers are always going to continue to lag. Now, let's go up to a different year. There wasn't much changes of the Q60 in the last 6 years. It really isn't. The 2017 looked just as much same as the 2022. It's insane. So let's just jump up to 2020. This is when the year of the shortage, and I quickly want to show you this part of the I quickly want to show you guys this part too, which is actually what you can actually take a look at. Notice that right here, if you take a look, if you look at year over year, right, the one with the highest percentage of drop was actually the 2018 Q60 at 16.75%. It has the largest drop. And then the top one's actually 2021. But the reason why the 2121 dropped the most is because of it's still a newer car, but because there's the option of the 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, the 2021s just can't compete in the price of those older years, so it's going to drop the most. So the second year is actually 2018. But the reason why I would say pay attention to 2018 is because it's the same car over the same amount of years, pretty much the same car. So, and notice that the 2020 is only 9.25, which is a super weird to have that actual percentage. Maybe because they didn't make that much that year. That could be an example. So there's not enough examples to pick up from. And if you look at the average price, hopefully my head isn't covering it. The average price of 2021 is 38,000, but the average price of 2020 is 34,000. Notice how the prices are going down. So the same thing applies here. Notice that the car came out in 2020, so it is not much analytics from 2019. So that means that it was supposed to follow the natural depreciation curve. It tried to, and then it went back up in 2021 and came back down in 2022. So the last analytic we got is about $35,000 for a 2020 in 2023. At the end of 2023, the car is still about 4 years old. That's about 50%, about 50 or 40% off depending on the model you may get, off the price. I still would say to you guys, if it's a 2020 3.0T, try to get low 30s or even high 20s with a lower mileage. Their deals are out there, and not a lot of people running and going buying these cars. Now, let's go to the last model year, 2022. This is about a year ago. Now, you should see this big change. Take a look. The car came out for its natural price, right? This released in 2022. This is a natural depreciation curve. Take a look at this. It starts going down. It may hold out a little bit for a couple, 4 or 5 months, and then it continues to go down. So this is the natural depreciation curve for a 2022 model. It's about $45,000. This is fine to me. If you want to purchase a 2020 Q60, you're following a natural depreciation curve, and if you're getting about for $40,000, that's perfectly fine. If you can get a 2022 in a $35,000 territory, especially for like a red sport or something with maybe slightly higher mileage, you're doing pretty good. But in my honest opinion, if you wanted to get a Infiniti Q60, I would recommend purchasing the first to second year model. There's not really much changes when it comes to, it's the first year has the most issues. It really doesn't. It's a pretty reliable car. Yes, there is a turbo issue. If you check out my channel, there is a turbo issue, but that's more on the performance side for the guys. But nonetheless, the car is pretty reliable and will do its due. And I just kind of find it quite funny that these prices really aren't affected as much as I thought they would be. I thought the prices would be a lot worse, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. If you don't want a 2017, 2018 model, and you still want to get warranty, you might be able to pick up a 2021, 2022 for just look at the build date, because I think the warranty is still like 4 years. So if you get a 2021 right now, you still might be able to have it under warranty based on mileage. And if I would say skip the 2022. I think the 2020 model is probably the best bet here if you still want warranty. If you get it right around that $35,000 territory, and that's not bad. Think about it. You're getting it for about $35,000, right? But then somebody might go buy a 2018 Red Sport for like $35,000 with no warranty. And people will say, well, it's an older car, and no. If you're getting that additional warranty, that is a safeguard that you're paying for it. And if you're into performance, both ways, the cars are going to make the same amount of power regardless. All right. So outside of that, guys, hopefully this video was very informative. I try my best to give you guys the best information so you guys can purchase your Q60 and have some fun, man. I really enjoyed the car, man. It was nice. Lowered it, some spaces, had a race box tune on it with AAM competition, AAM competition exhaust, and flex fuel kit. Man, that car was pretty quick. I enjoyed it, man. It was my first coupe that I ever owned, and I think it's one of the best looking coupes out there still. There's not much other coupes out there that look better in it, especially for its price range. All right. So guys, you can add me at Boost Motion on IG. And otherwise than that, I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys hit the like button, comment below, show your love and support, man. All right. Thank you. You guys have a good day.